We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill in this one, Jacob Mizorowski. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. That one ripped, but foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and now one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Mizorowski, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Digging in, Colson Montgomery. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He flexes his power with that swing, and the White Sox strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Line to left, and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. This is the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. Second inning set to go. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
First pitch swinging. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Ball, that's up there.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
One down.
Batting sixth, right fielder Jackson Chourio.
So digging in, Jackson Chourio. Chourio went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, David Hamilton.
Yeah!
Hamilton in his 3rd season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Sends him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Gone in order are the Brewers, and they're down 2-0. Back here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Tristan Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
Hey!
Left field. And it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Chase Maidra digs in now. The 0-1, run around the move, pitch is low.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Mizorowski, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Out towards right center field. Chourio on his way over. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay throw. Tags the runner, and it's a double play.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
So up next, Darren Baker. Check swing went around. 0-1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And a foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that is out of play. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Struck him out swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here is Gary Sanchez. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Terang takes the ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. Nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back at right field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field, way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Sam Antonacci, the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Murakami swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run. The throw's a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
So two down. Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. He's 0 for 1. And now the 0-1.
There you
Started
go.
after it. Appeal to third. No swing. This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Teel. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Check swing, but he went too far, and that's strike one. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! They hit another, his second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 5-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Next to hit, Miguel Vargas. Cut on and missed at 101. That's strike one. That one at triple digits.
If I were him, I wouldn't feel like I have to throw fastballs for strikes at this point. We've seen this offense go out of the zone a few times now, and it's not exactly working.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. In the air to left center. Freeland turns to the right on the move. pulls it down, and he makes the catch. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The White Sox lead it 5-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here on the south side, start of the 4th, Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Perkins launched a homer in his most recent game.
Hey!
That's out to center field. That's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning. Here's the center fielder, Sal Frelick.
Hey!
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
0-1 now.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Perkins aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Suarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. Falling behind 2-1. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. A little bit high. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Brewers looking to bounce back and try and get on the board here in game 1 of the World Series. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run blast. And they close the gap. It's 5-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Goal for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Baker should have this one, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder Jackson Choria.
So digging in, Jackson Choria grounded out his first time. He swings and fouls one off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. This one in the air, center field. Acuna under it. And that is that. Brewers move closer with this blast. It's 5-2. This is the World Series on the show. Here on the south side, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Ground ball to the right side. Hamilton takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Chase.
So up next for Chicago, Chase Maidron. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike 2. In the air, right field, Chorio drifts towards it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder, Darren.
So up next, Darren Baker. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing. He held up. And the count is 1-1.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Struck him out looking. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And it remains 5-2. Back at right field. We go to the top of the 5th. David Hamilton up now for Jonathan Cannon will take over here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
That catches the corner.
One bright spot for the visitors is the fact that their opponent has already eaten into the bullpen. They can still change the course of the entire series even if they lose game 1.
Cannon, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, 0-2 now. This one popped up. My drop takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
So digging in, Joey Ortiz. Struck out swinging his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. The White Sox leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball 1.
That one's in there. That's strike 2.
That's ball 2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher, Gary.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. His first at bat was a strikeout. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and the deficit remains 5-2. Here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Acuna in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Number 17.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Chicago, Sam Antonacci, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. In the air to left center, Perkins on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
For the White Sox, designated hitter, Munetaka.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Munetaka Murakami.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And that one hammered way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 6-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jacob Mizorowski done for the night, and a home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Freeland settles under this one. And that is that. But the White Sox get one on a homer. It's now 6-2. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next,
Leading
Bryce
off for the
Terang.
Brewers, second baseman Bryce Terang.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. On the ground. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Blake Perkins.
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground, right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for Milwaukee, center fielder Sal Freeland.
2 outs, base is empty. Sal Freeland now at the plate.
Yeah!
Foul ball there. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And now Kyle Teal. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Foul ball.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And 1-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman Miguel
So digging in, Miguel Vargas.
cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Here's the 0-2. Fly ball down the line. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder, Tristan Peters.
Now it's the fielder, Tristan Peters. Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead it 6-2. Game 1 of the World Series. We go to the top of the 7th. Eugenio Suarez up now for the Brewers. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. The 1-1. And he'll step off and take the signs again. Here's a 1-2. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Drew
White Sox.
Thorpe gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Rengifo forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. The Brewers down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 6-3. And he's in at third with an RBI triple.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Big spot, and here comes Jackson Chourio. Just missed. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the late stages of game 1. Here's a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. One gone here.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is David Hamilton. They score a run thanks to the infield single.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
So up next, Joey Ortiz.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they've still got some work to do.
There's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
And that one handled. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
First and second, one out. And Gary Sanchez at the plate.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Fought off foul. Runners at first and second with one gone. Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. 7th inning stretch time. It's the White Sox 6 and the Brewers 4. This is the World Series on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Ashby.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Chase Maedroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
The shortstop, Chase Maedroff.
Check swing. He went. Strike one. On the ground to short. Ortiz in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
White Sox, left fielder Darren Baker.
Darren Baker getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. This to third. Suarez fires to first in time.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 down, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. So far the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. The relay, and he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Wastes no time there. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
And White Sox making a move for pinch hitter. Number 7, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. In the dirt, blocked. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first.
No, he's in there.
Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Munetaka Murakami. Swing and a pop-up. Ortiz settles underneath it, and that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They still lead it, though, 6-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jordan Leisure.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Back to the top of the order now. This is Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 in this one. And
Off
this
the
is
plate, ball one.
inside.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Right through there for a strike. Leisure, a 6'3" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a two-seamer. Swung on, popped up left side. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, left fielder Blake
Digging
Perkins.
in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. 1 for 2. First
Nope.
offering way
That's inside.
inside, almost got him. And that one pulled foul. The other way. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Freeland swings through it for strike one. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Tying run at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball.
Block. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Suarez swings through it for strike one. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here in game one of the World Series. That one is absolutely belted. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Got him swinging. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail it here 6-4. Back here on the south side, on to the bottom of the eighth, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.